You're now listening to Downright Sports with Brent Reed.
A lot of news has come out about the NBA doing expansions, adding more teams, two more teams to be exact, one team in Las Vegas and then another team in Seattle. I'm not 100% sure why the NBA needs more teams. I don't know what the idea in the NBA's head. I don't even know if the NBA realized that a 32-team league is just ridiculous when literally half of the league goes to the playoffs. So, is the point to have less teams go? It doesn't make sense to me. Not to mention, if you currently look at the NBA when it's 30 teams, all right? You have, of your current teams are under 500, okay? Two of them will be in the playoffs, the Golden State Warriors and the Portland Trailblazers. So, why do we want to add more to that? Why do we want to continue this league of mediocrity? I am. And fans, U.S. fans, have been sold a bill of goods by pundits, by ESPN, by former players that want to curry favor with anyone who just drinks the NBA Kool-Aid, that this is a product that is worth watching. Not to mention, you want people to consume more basketball. When, let me try this again, not quite, but almost half of your teams are terrible. Straight up garbage. The other part to that is, you can't even guarantee if I go to one of your 30 teams, one of your 30 teams for one of their games, you can't even guarantee that I'm going to see the star player of said team, because they may have to sit out either due to load management, they may have to sit out because the night before they were out making fragrance lines, they may want to just sit out because they just want to sit out. So now you want to add more. Why? For what? Oh, I get it. Because there's a catch that adding those other teams, the owners make a crazy amount of money off of the pop culture of it all. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, what they did in the 80s and later in the 90s gave the NBA this mega, you gotta watch boom. But since then, it has not returned on its investment. Outside of LeBron James and Steph Curry, the league has not done a great job in maintaining that. Your best players are boring as hell. Your best players don't even play half the time. Your best players tell us that the game isn't important with their actions. So why, as fans, do we want to see a team in Las Vegas, a place currently right now we're being told nobody even wants to go to, in Seattle, that currently right now, I'm going to keep this real, you have a generation of people that have never seen the Seattle Supersonics. Think about that. Think about that. In 2000, about time this happens, it'll be 20 years. 20 years since Seattle left. Is it 20? It's something like that. Since the Supersonics have left. They should have never left to begin with. But they are nobody, you're bringing it, who are you bringing it back for? People 60 and over who don't even care about the bloody NBA? The NBA should leave it where you want to add more teams while you have coaches and analysts talking about taking away games. The hell are we doing? The NBA, for those of you that don't know, has played 82 games for 60 years. It will be almost 60 years, if I'm not mistaken. They switched to a 82-game season in 1968. In 1968, the NBA had 12 teams. 12. Not 30, 12. Remember that number 12 again? They did not travel first class. They had to sit and coach. For those of you, all of us should know what the hell coach is. Imagine being 6'9", sitting and coach. They had to ride buses and trains. So if the Knicks were playing the Celtics, they rode a bus or they took the train to the game. They played 3 games in 3 nights, back to back to back sometimes. They did not have a personal chef. They did not have a sleep specialist. So for all of you that's like, oh, those guys, they were terrible. Hold on. You're talking about, if you listen to everything I said, these guys was basically playing gym basketball like at a high school. In fact, that actually was the case for some teams. For some of the teams, if your arena was holding another event, they would make you go play somewhere else because that event was bringing in more money. Think about that. But today's players have first class. They have their own planes. Everybody has their own plane. They don't see regular people. They have their own plane. The team has chefs. The players have chefs. The team they have people that tell them how long they should sleep, how long they should have sex, how long they should put on their socks, how long they should clip their toenails, how long they should comb their hair. They have a specialist for everything. You want them to do less. Because why? A couple of key players got hurt? Perhaps, hear me out. Perhaps they got hurt because they do have all of this stuff. Perhaps they got hurt because their bodies aren't built to withstand the punishment of running up and down the court every night, banging and jumping every single night. And that's not to say these guys aren't great, because they are. They're better than me. That's the caveat I always use. You're better than me, but if I'm your benchmark, that's a problem. And for every player that gets mad that somebody says this, well, stop being so sensitive, Jimmy. The hell are we talking about here? Facts is facts. You make a billion times more money than what the players did in the past. You disrespect the players in the past every time you get a chance to, but yet you need more breaks. You need more nap time. Now, is the league long? The season long? Yeah, but the season's only long because every playoff game is 7 games. That they can reduce. Seriously, we don't need 7 each round. That's absurd. The MVP is Victor Wembanyama. When we look at a team like the Spurs and where they were after the greats had moved on, and I don't think anybody would have put the Spurs in the position that they are in currently right now, where the Spurs are sitting 3rd in the West. Spurs are 2nd in the West. No one, I don't think, would have picked that. You take Victor Wembanyama off the Spurs, I don't know if they're even a playing team. So, why isn't he the MVP? Are we dealing with a WWE thing? You don't want to give it to him too soon because it's not. No, he's the MVP. The Boston Celtics were going to be good regardless. Okay, nobody was thinking that the Celtics was going to be like the Indiana Pacers. People thought they were going to be good. They didn't think they were going to be this good. And in the case of the Jokic and in the case of Luka, I feel like it's not Luka. I really do. I think the Lakers have underperformed, in my opinion. But I think the Spurs have overperformed, 56-18. This looks like the Tim Duncan Spurs. Tell me it doesn't. I really like Victor to get it. He's not. He's probably going to go to Jaylen Brown boring.
Download the DJ Chase Radio app right now and listen to me, the Notorious Sports Critic, Monday through Fridays. It's showtime.